Hiya and welcome back. Now, I had avoided doing a video because I was planning on doing one tomorrow. We're going on an MX5 club run tomorrow. I was planning on doing a video for that because there's a nice section of road that I wanted to show you all and things. But unfortunately, it's kind of looking at this stage like the weather's going to be way too crap to do that video, so I thought I would do a short video now instead. We're just working on building a farm at the moment on this one. I thought, you might find this a wee bit interesting, watching how I can sort of do the bits and pieces required to make a farm in the way that I want. Where are we? Yep. So is that? Is it on the right angle? No, it's not quite. Hang on, let's get it. That's a bit of angle. Okay. I'm just using the lawnmower and the bin there to sort of get lined up to where I want it. Do I want it there? I might want it a bit further over here, I think. Yeah, that looks a bit better for where I want it. So if I dump the house there, it's going to need a lot of work around the grounds of it, but we're just getting rid of a bit more at the moment. So yeah, we've got an MX5 club run tomorrow. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go away. Sorry, I was trying to get rid of the bin there, not the... where are we? Oh, great. Okay, let's try getting rid of this bin first. And the lawnmower first. Yes. Now, if I check. Oh, come on. Lawnmower, garbage bin. Yep, so it's got rid of everything I want to get rid of. Now, I put that damn house back that it just took away. Construction. Farmhouses. That one. Okay. Now you have to guess how much out here I need it to be. I don't have those things to place it, but I just couldn't get rid of them afterwards. It took the house away instead. I think that looks about right there. We'll go there and have a look. Ooh. No, that might not be right actually. No. I don't think that is, so let's go. I'm not too worried about the money there at the moment because I just gave myself loads of money so that I can be building my farm, and if I need to add in more I will, because once I actually start playing the farm I will get rid of the money that I don't need and things and get it back to a reasonable place to start once more. That's probably a bit better spot right there. Yep. Okay, and I've probably got to, when I paint this ground and things, I'll probably have to do inside the garage as well. Oh no, it's actually already all concrete in there. Okay, that's not bad then. Now it's going to get rid of all the other stuff I wanted to get rid of. So in demolish mode, this needs to go. Chicken pasture, yes, not having that there. There's a diesel tank here I want to be rid of. Yep, cool. There's a thing here I want to be rid of. Yes. What else is around back here? No, everything there looks fine, everything there looks fine. This is definitely not okay, this one here. Now, I was watching a video with my wife last night. I wanted to watch something very, very brain dead because I'd already switched off my brain for the evening and I didn't want to switch it back on, so I wanted something that you didn't have to have any brain switched on for. And so my wife and I were watching some of these American cop shows where they with pit manoeuvres and things. And it was quite funny because on these particular videos they were going on do you think this person got the right punishment or whatever? If so, you know, comment justice down below, and things like this. It's an offence there? No, it's not. Cool. So all of this stuff that I'm disappearing out of here, I'll be rebuilding the way I wanted instead. This whole yard, in fact, is all going to be done in dirt, not in, at the moment it's all in concrete, which makes it look quite modern. I'm going to be turning the whole thing into dirt and mud before I'm done. So that's alright. Anyway, so they were saying, you know, if you think this was good or whatever, then comment justice down below. I thought, you know, I could probably take the mickey out of that sort of thing a wee bit. So if you like watching my farming videos or listening to me chat, then comment with what was I thinking? I don't even think of the word I was thinking of now. Okay, I might have to redo this whole video if I can't think of that. Oh yes, so I've thought of it now. So if you like watching me do these videos and you like listening to me chat in these videos, then comment with anti-disestablishmentarianism down below, and that way I know you're enjoying this video. And if you don't put anti-disestablishmentarianism down below, then I know that you're not really enjoying the video. Actually, I've done that too soon, so I need to put a shed in there first. So yeah, feel free to comment with anti-disestablishmentarianism down below if you're enjoying listening to my stupid videos and things. Is that the one I wanted? No, it's not. No. Where's the shed that I want? Is it that one? No, I don't think. No, it's not that one either. Ooh, no. I know the shed I'm after, I just don't know. No. It's an older looking shed. Older looking, no. Where is it? Maybe I haven't loaded up the mod. It might have been a mod shed and I haven't got the mod loaded. That would be typical. It's not that one, is it? No, because that one's open at the end. That one, no. This one's open at the... That's the one I wanted. Here we go. So we'll shove this in down here. So I need to put this in next so I can see what size it's going to take up, what space it is. Ooh. I don't know if that's going to leave room for the food and the grain storage tanks I wanted to use, but it might. We'll just make sure I've got it straight in relation to this other shed here. No, it's not. Okay. So look about straight now. Yep, that's about straight, I think. Let's compare it to that one. Oh, I have to compare it at the back, probably. No. So that gap along between the two sheds should be the same width all along. So yeah, if the weather is good enough tomorrow, then I will record a video for you all while out on this run, because I'd like to share some of the road with you. But the weather forecast is not good. In fact, we had flooding today, and I was the one that came up with the route that we're doing tomorrow. And I'm not even 100% certain, I must admit, whether it will be possible to do all the route I've got planned tomorrow, because some of those roads might just be closed because of flooding. But I don't really have enough petrol to go out today and do all the run like I did it a couple of weeks ago. We went out and planned it all, my wife and I, so we had all the directions written down and things, and that looks good. You haven't really got enough gas to go out today and just do the whole thing again to make sure that all the roads that... Where is that fence I was using? Oh, I thought it was the first one there, but it can't have been. Where is it? Come on. Was it that one that I was using? No, I don't think it was. I thought it was right back at the beginning there, but that looks... No, it wasn't that one, that's for sure. That's the one, that one there. Okay, let's go and join it up there. Okay. Right there. Okay. See. I want to get wider there, do I? Just after the tree, perhaps? Yes, I think I... Ooh, hang on, let's just go and have a look here. It's just going to connect, eventually it's going to connect up to that gate, but not straight away. Where would that make it parallel all the way along? More or less, yep. Okay, maybe I will just take it straight down to that gate then. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so how will that... Yep. So obviously inside all this is going to be one big paddock in here with cows in it. All this will be the dirt yard. Now while I'm here I will also get the... back to here, buildings, not buildings, silos. I think it's under silos, is it? And there's bigger ones. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have done a video since I'm really just talking to myself more than anything. So I'm trying to get this built to look good. But yes, so for the... No, it's not that one I want. Is that it? I think that might be it, but I cannot be certain unless I go in here and turn the... no, not there. Here. Oh, here we go. On. Turn those on for a minute. But I better go back and double check that house has a sleep trigger attached. Yes, it does. Good. Okay. What's that trigger for? No idea. Oh, wardrobe trigger. Okay. Fair enough. So now I can go and put those silos in that I wanted. Silos. And the reason that I'm replacing the silos that, I deleted some silos that were already there and putting in different ones instead is because I want to use for this, is it? Yes, that's how I want it. I want to use one of the big grain elevator things into these. So that's why I'm using these silos instead of the ones that it already had here. And I want those parallel with the shed in here, parallel out there. No, I think I want it parallel with the shed in there. So if I put one about there and one right next to it, I think that'll be the ticket. And one here. We'll of course have to make sure that it's not inside any of those trees in a minute. Let's just go. Oh, come on. Dump it. There. That's the one. No, it's not inside any of those trees. Then I have to go back to that fence one again. So I forgot I've got another fence I need to put in here as well. So where did I find that fence I was using? That looks like I'm right there. Yep, and I need to take it from there, I think, through to, here we go, so start it from there, as close to that shed as I can possibly get it. Okay, out to about there, and across to where the hedge begins. So there, because again I will be squaring out that paddock there, so that paddock's going to go follow the fence line there. Now is that all the extra fencing bits I needed to do at the moment? It might be. So as you can see, I've replaced all of the sheds that look quite modern, except for this one here, because I wanted a modern cow shed here. All the rest, where there was a modern shed, I've replaced it with an older looking shed, just to keep things exactly how I wanted them. And up here, I think I need to put in another gate here for the end of my property as well. Fence, gate, that looks like probably the gate I want. We'll just try it here. Okay, let's run around there and check that. That looks alright the way I've got it. So all this doesn't look anything like what it's going to look like by the time I've finished it. But it's a good start. That's what it is, it's a very good start. Oh, yes, I'm going to put a milk collection tank in there soon too. I feel, yep, I'm happy enough with that. So that's because that's going to be the edge of my property there. So I'll just run down here and don't need, do I want to, oh, yeah, hang on then. Construction again. I try and sort of get all my placeables in all at once pretty much. So this is the one I want. Here we go. Which end do I want showing out? Now the reason I'm choosing a plain looking tank here is this is actually a petrol tank. I won't be using this as my petrol refill tank. I've got a different idea for that. But this is going to be the milk collection tank on my farm. So that's why it has to be inside a shed like this, because you obviously want to keep the milk out of the sun. So that is going to become a milk collection tank. Then can't decide whether I want to put a big water tank in there or not. Where are we? Container. I'm thinking one like that. Behind me, not there. So you see how when you're placing things like this, it can actually be very handy to have all of the things on, so you can see which way around it is in case you need to park next to it. And actually I'm tempted to use the water hose down here somewhere instead, I think. Let's go with the water hose. Okay, we'll dump it in about there, I figure. Maybe out a wee bit more. Yep, dump that there. Then I need a where am I? Tools, it might be under. That's a detonator. I want that one. There we go. Put one of these over here as well. Yep, that way around. Probably about there should do it, I think. Yep. I'll check. So that'll all be grass and bushes and things down in between those two sheds. Just checking if there's anything else I need to no, I do need to put a diesel tank in, which I'm going to use the one that's probably my favourite one of all. It's going to go in where I had the old diesel tank. Come on, come on. So in there, so you might remember I removed a diesel tank that was already here because it was just too big and too modern looking for the look I'm after. So that can go there. Let's see what else. Productions, greenhouses, a small greenhouse, yep, and I'll have a pathway going to that from the house when I'm finished, so I'll just dump that in probably about there, because anywhere, yep. So I've got the diesel tank, that's right. I wanted to over here put in a slurry buying station, because I want to use slurry on my fields on this particular farm, and I'm not certain that I'll be producing enough of it, because because the cows that are in the open paddocks won't produce slurry, so it's only the ones that are in this shed here, and perhaps in the other shed as well, that will in reality produce slurry. So I will use all the slurry I produce first, but I want to have a slurry buying station, just so that if I do run out, I can grab more. So that looks alright there, I'm happy with all of that. Also, my animal pens will be going in later. So I think I'm pretty happy with the way that's looking. I'm ready to start painting ground to get a better look for how I want it. I'll just have a quick check around. Yep, so I'll need to put in some more trees and things. I've also got one more cow shed still to go in, but I'm not ready for that one yet, so I'm going to need to do some ground flattening and things first. So for now, I think I'll call that it. I'll just now go and turn these off again. Go. Okay. So yeah, I might come back and put a water tank in here later as well. I have got that water tap, but actually I know where I wanted to put another water tank. That reminds me, yes, I knew there was something else I was forgetting. So under container, you've got this big water tank here. So in New Zealand, anywhere you have a farmhouse, oh crap, hang on a second, I've got to turn those things back on first, otherwise I won't be able to see what it is. So anywhere you've got a farmhouse, because farmhouses are never on the city water, like the sewage and things, you have to have a water tank. If it's a really big farmhouse, you might even have 2 water tanks, but I think one will suffice me. So this is water tank here, will be the water tank, the water that's been collected for the farmhouse to use, because it won't be on mains power. So that looks okay there. And as I said, so that one I'm not actually going to fill water things from, it's just for decoration there, but that's the water tank to serve the house. If I come along here a bit further, I think I might put in another water tank over here just because it looks good. I don't need it because I've got that other tap in place now, but I think it'll look good just there. So we'll dump a water tank in about there. Good. Okay, and we'll go back to gates. Decoration, fencing, okay. This is for the main gates into my farm. Just trying to think, do I want white? Yeah, I probably do. So let's go down here and zoom down here. Okay, let's see if we can get those put in. Well, I don't know if it's going to be wide enough or not, but we'll check. But no, going to start from this side so that and just put it there. See how far that stretches. Okay, not quite right, so it probably needs a bit there to get it to stretch across to. Still not quite perfect, so I can get quite fussy here. I will put a bit more bush between where that hedge there finishes and where my gate starts, just so it looks like actually it's still not right, so I need to come closer to the road. So the hedge, when I extend the hedge, it will go all the way to the gate. Okay, so that's going to be the main gates into the farm. Let's go and double check those. and then I shall let you all go. So as I said, don't worry about the money I've got there at the moment. I always load heaps of money into a game when I'm setting up a farm, just so that I know I've got enough to get everything to how I want it to begin with. And then once I've got the farm set up with the starting equipment I want and the land I want at the beginning and things, then I go and change my money back. I normally start with a 200,000 overdraft and $10,000 cash. Sometimes I start with a 250,000 overdraft and 10,000 in cash. But that's my usual starting position. But I've just got more money at the moment because I am still setting up this farm to the way I want it. I did think of one other thing I need to check as well. I just want to check these gates are all going to open the right way and everything. Yep, I'm happy with the way those gates are. Cool. But it did occur to me down here, in fact there's still one more mod I need to put in as well, or one more placeable that I need to put in, which I shall do in a minute. But I need to go down here and check something first. Because there was a power line going to that old house, and the power line didn't disappear when I took the house out, so I just want to make sure that it's not stopping in mid-air where it's going to look silly, but it's either connecting to the new house or something, so that it's not obvious that. So there's the power line, and look at that, it's stopping in mid-air, so you have to do something about that as well to fix that. Okay. That's going to be a problem. I might have to move the whole house over a bit so the power line there actually connects to it, but I'm sure I can do that. Okay, well, we'll call that it for now, and as I said, I will do a video tomorrow when I'm out on this car run if the weather's up to it, but it's not looking promising at this stage. But thank you all very much for joining me today, and don't forget to comment with anti-disestablishmentarianism down below if you enjoy these videos where I'm just chatting and just mucking around. Thanks, bye.